From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, November 8th, 2016. Silver is trading at $18.20 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,281 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.5 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $712. Antiwar.com reports Saudi officials have for a while indicated they have some beef with the Egyptian junta over their failure to come through with promised economic reforms. This appears to be worse than anyone thought, however, with Egypt's oil ministry announcing they received a message from the Saudi government that all oil shipments will be halted indefinitely. The Saudis have heavily backed Egypt since the 2013 military coup and have been seen as close allies, with Egypt joining the Saudi war on Yemen and announcing the transfer of a pair of islands to Saudi sovereignty, though the island transfer has since been shot down by Egyptian courts. Back in April, the two nations signed a huge deal where the Saudis would send 700,000 tons of refined oil to Egypt per month for the next 5 years. Egypt insists the deal is still in place, but Saudi Arabia has stopped sending the goods. The oil ministry says that the Saudis gave no reason for the halt. The announcement comes amid all the existing strains and also a report, apparently false, that Egypt's oil ministry would be traveling to Tehran this week. Saudi Arabia is always furious when anyone has any contact with Iran, and those media reports, since denied, could have played a role in the announcement. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports Janet Reno, a former Florida prosecutor who rose to become the top law enforcement officer and first female attorney general in the United States, died on Monday of complications from Parkinson's disease. Reno was 78 years old. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 1995 and lived her final days in South Florida, where she began her prosperous legal career more than 40 years ago. Reno was U.S. Attorney General for all but the first 7 weeks of former President Bill Clinton's 8-year presidency. She remains the second longest-serving Attorney General in American history after William Wirt. Reno had presided over nearly all of the Justice Department's most high-profile incidents of the 1990s. Less than a month into her tenure, Reno controversially ordered the FBI to raid the Waco, Texas compound of David Koresh, which led to the death of over 80 people. 2 years later, Timothy McVeigh bombed the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City, killing 168 people. And in 2000, Reno ordered 6-year-old Cuban refugee Elian Gonzalez removed from his relatives in Miami and returned to Cuba, an action that angered Florida's Cuban-American community. You can support FPP Radio by shopping online. Whether you're looking for precious metals, bitcoins, or books, you'll find that and more at shop.fppradio.com. Every purchase you make from one of my affiliates, like Namecheap and Amazon, at shop.fppradio.com helps fund FPP Radio. Or you can shop directly from FPP with Bitcoin in the Bitcoin store. That's shop.fppradio.com. Reuters reports Sophie Warner wanted to cast her vote for Green Party U.S. presidential candidate Jill Stein, but she worried that her ballot, cast in a swing state of Ohio, might help Republican Donald Trump capture the White House. Through the website Trump Traders, the 20-year-old biology student at Cleveland State University got in touch with Mark Baluta, a Republican corporate lawyer in California who opposes Trump's candidacy and planned to vote for Democrat Hillary Clinton. The two strange bedfellows made a deal worthy of congressional horse trading. Warner would vote for Clinton in Ohio, where polls show a tight race, while Baluta would cast a vote for the Green Party candidate Jill Stein in California, where Clinton is assured of winning the state's electoral votes. Tens of thousands of voters, the vast majority seeking to prevent a Trump presidency, signed up on vote-swapping exchanges in advance of Tuesday's election day. However, there is no way to verify the ballots are cast as agreed. The swaps take advantage of a unique feature of U.S. presidential elections. The winners decided not by the national popular vote, but by the Electoral College votes, where electors are awarded at the state level. The national contest thus often comes down to votes in a handful of states. 3 New Hampshire towns vote at midnight. Those early returns show Trump leading Hillary 32-25, with 4 votes for Gary Johnson and none for Jill Stein. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.